I'm writer-director Zachary Mull, and I am the director and writer of He Knows Your Name, an upcoming Scream fan film. Scream's always been my favorite franchise, ever since I was a little kid. The first time I saw it was probably when I was 7 years old, and it came out in 1996, so it was freshly out there, and I just loved it, you know. I loved Wes Craven's direction and that. I loved all the characters, the writing. Obviously, as I got older when I was 6, I didn't like all that, but I wanted to be Ghostface for Halloween. I was, several times. Unfortunately, I don't have any pictures of it, but I dressed up as Ghostface for Halloween, and I just love the franchise, and it really introduced me to a lot of different horror genres and movies, and I probably wouldn't know Friday the 13th without Scream. Why now is a great question. It's because I was inspired. I was inspired by all of the other fan filmmakers out there. Vincent DiSanti, Cecil Laird, J.B. DiStefano, Coleman, the guy that did the Halloween Inferno. All of those films were great. And I'm just sitting here saying, like, hey, am I going to work in this warehouse every day? Or am I going to actually go out there and make a fan film? Am I going to make a film and actually show that, hey, I can make stuff too, and I want to come out there and, you know, knock everybody's socks off and make a Scream fan film? And Scream's my favorite franchise, so I was like, hey, it's perfect. I have to do Scream, and I have to show people that I can, you know, honor Wes Craven's legacy in Kevin Williamson's writing by saying, hey, let's contribute to the franchise, and that's exactly what I wanted to do with He Knows Your Name. What's my favorite horror movie of all time? Well, guys, I think it's obvious that it's Scream. Now, the underrated question I really like. What's my favorite underrated film, or what film do I think is extremely underrated? And I think Untitled Chapter 3 is very underrated. I think that Leigh Whannell is a fantastic director, and I actually reviewed those films on my old YouTube channel that I post a lot of this stuff on, and I think that was like a family effort. That movie was a family effort. You know, James Wan came in for a cameo. Leigh Whannell directed it beautifully. I liked a lot of the shots. I liked that it was like a hardcore homage to 80s filmmaking with practical effects and all that. And Joseph Bishara's score is great. And I loved the father-daughter connection in that. I liked that because I have a daughter myself, and I really relate to those characters. And Stephanie Scott was fantastic. She was only, I think, 16 when the movie came out. And Dermot Mulroney as the father was great. So, yeah, Insidious Chapter 3. What's next? Well, I'd be lying to you if I didn't say that there were more parts to He Knows Your Name. And I would love to make this a 3-part trilogy to go along with the original Scream trilogy. Now, I know there's 4 movies and going on 5 movies, but, you know, I like trilogies. I think trilogies, good trilogies, are awesome, and they're a staple of the horror genre. So I'd actually like to go out there and make a really solid trilogy of He Knows Your Name films, coming up to an actual runtime of 130 minutes, or an hour and 30 minutes, you know, or a 90-minute film in 3 different parts. And I would be lying to you if I said I didn't want to do that. And I think we have a story to do that. I've written quite a, you know, complex piece. There's a lot of little pieces there, and I would love to have everyone see those. Talk to the cast about it, and they're excited. So if I'm excited too. You know, let's do part 2 and part 3. Let's make it happen. What do I hope to bring to the project? Well, as a lot of you know, or if you don't know, I'm a first-time writer-director, and I have written a couple other full scripts before, but I figured that this Scream fan film would be the one that I do first. And what I hope to bring to this is, you know, a fresh take on the Scream franchise, but still at the same time paying homage to the original films that made it possible, and, you know, honoring my favorite director, Wes Craven. I mean, the man's work with tension and female characters, it just is very inspiring to me, and really helps shape the way that I write my characters, because, you know, he's only written a few of his films, but I really liked his writing style. So, I mean, yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to put out a strong female character, and I'd like to have a lasting impression. I think that this film will have a lasting impression, and I would like to take that momentum moving forward and into any other project that I do.